Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
Like this.
What's up, mother? I'm not gonna say it because we're on YouTube.
10 seconds in, we can't curse. 2 minutes in, I'm going
You know what it is. It's another episode of Sight Beyond Sight, and we're talking about Falcon Winter Soldier episode 4, and we'll break it down a little bit and tell you how the hell we feel. When did you watch this? Did you watch it like right at 3 o'clock in the morning, or
did not watch it at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm fucking old and I get tired early. Besides, tonight I watched it I watched this before I watched Invincible. So I watched it probably at 7:30 in the morning.
lucky?
Yeah, I'm off Fridays. What can I say? I have Fridays, Saturdays off.
Lucky.
If you don't have those and you're mad at me, I'm mad at you if you have Saturdays, Sundays. Just understand it.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, those days off, real quick, just side note, I kind of do win because if I ever had to make like appointments, I can make them on Fridays. People who have Saturdays, Sundays off, they have to lose a day of work or lose their holiday, sick day. So in a way, it's kind of like, haha, I win.
Yeah. Whatever. Piece of shit. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking spoilers and all that stuff. And if you haven't watched it, then you dumb. Just watch it. It's a good fucking episode.
By now, if you're not on it, I mean, listen, if you're not into it, then you're just not into it.
Well, then you're not into the MCU, I think.
It would be you would be, yes, not into the MCU. And at the same time, I feel like it's becoming too smart for the non-smart fans. So it's like if you were just watching it just to watch it,
yeah,
you are getting shit probably thrown over your head by certain scenarios, even in this episode.
Yeah,
were described the way they were described, where we'll get to U.S. agent Captain America and his decision making and emotional reactions.
So basically the episode starts off kind of cool, where you kind of it's like 6 years earlier, it said, where Bucky's in Wakanda with the long hair as the White Wolf. And basically you see one of the lady that was in the last episode that came out from Wakanda, is basically he's training to get over that mind control when you say those certain amount of words. And so she says it to him and he kind of like just breaks down and cries, and then but he doesn't do anything. So she tells him like, you're done, you're healed, kind of stuff. Then you go to present time, he's talking to her, and basically she wants Zemo, and she's asking him like, why the hell are you help him escape from jail? Like, you should kill him if anything, because he killed the king of Wakanda before Black Panther. And then he's like, oh, it's an ends to a means, like we need him for now, and then you could do whatever you want with him. So he kind of goes in and tells Falcon and Zemo like, Wakanda's looking for you. You got a little bit of time. They're only giving you a certain amount of time, like a day or so. So they're basically looking for the flag smashers. The flag smashers
and FIFA.
Basically, the flag smashers are still on their little thing. Like they want to make more. They took all the super soldier serum, so they want to make more super soldiers to have like an army.
But she's not sure. She was very iffy about it. That's the whole reason why when they had that conversation, he's saying like, "Oh, you had the serum, da da da," and then they go to the I guess you call it the funeral, the wake.
Well, before that, they go to the to find them.
Oh, you're saying all right?
Yeah, because they go to like the little house, and Zemo plays his little card. Like this is where he's like, you could see that he's being a little bit of a trickster. So he goes up to the kids and talks to the kids like, hey, Falcon and Winter Soldier are bad guys. I'm looking for this person that they're having a funeral for, and it'll be our secret, kind of thing, which is very pedophilia-ish
It did come off a little
because he
bit
gave her
like that,
candy and all that.
but you know what? In the world that we live in, which are sensitive ass people that we have around,
Mhm.
I didn't look at it like that too much. I just looked at it as a normal like scene where, how do you get a kid to be what it is? That's that. Like he wasn't really fucking with the kid or doing anything weird with the kid.
Yeah.
He manipulated the kid.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting to see his trickster side where he
Yeah.
was just kind of like he used it as leverage because they were going throughout the whole little spot where they were and nobody was talking to Falcon or Winter Soldier.
Mhm.
And Zemo got the kiss to tell him like where this funeral's happening because that's what they were trying to find out. Then they find out that US Agent and Battlestar are looking for them, like they track them down and they're like, hey, we're coming with you, wherever you go, because we need these serums. Like we got to get them in whatever, and we got to stop the Flag Smashers. Already, like US Agent's a little weird and Battlestar is a little weird from
But
the other previous episodes.
They're weird, but within the episode, you get to see a little bit reason
Real,
why.
yeah. So Zemo kind of says like, hey, I made friends with a little girl, whatever. The little girl shows up and points them to the right direction. Falcon says, which made a great point, which I thought that was kind of cool. They took from the movie that he dealt with those soldiers, like the PST, whatever, like the
PTSD people, yeah.
So he was like, yo, let me go in and talk to them because they're in a funeral.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how to talk. You guys are crazy. Let me go in.
I mean, that's how they introduced
him, yeah.
Falcon, yeah.
So it's kind of like, so they let him go in, but US agents being impatient. And you could tell like he's kind of sweating. He's acting the most weird he has throughout all these episodes. You see him like, now fuck it, let's go in. And then I just like how Bucky is. Bucky's like, give him more time.
Bucky
like,
would have get any of the business.
Yeah, because he was just sitting there like, come on, you're not gonna get past me. So Falcon does his thing, talks to the girl. The girl, they are about to connect, and then it's a very obviously, if you ever watched a movie or a TV show in your life, you know what's gonna happen. US agent jumps in there. The lady's like, "Oh, you tricked me," and then they start fighting.
Wasn't that a cool scene though? Like, I really thought
fight scenes were crazy in here. Yeah,
when freaking they get the trick part.
Yeah,
and like she jumps down and like Winter Soldier jumps down.
Yeah,
and like they had that boom, they bounce off each other's shit. Like one of the things about, and I'm gonna throw this real quick, and I'll get into it a little bit later on when we talk about. I think it was Captain America said it, where he was just like, what are the things with knives? And I have a theory and a thing about that with the knives.
Okay.
But I love fucking knives in this type of show and the movie.
Because they know how to like maneuver and all that stuff.
Awesome.
It's cool.
So awesome.
So you have a little fight. You got the other Flag Smasher super soldiers come in and help him. US agent is getting his ass whipped because he
put
doesn't.
In his place.
Yeah, he doesn't have powers, and he's just getting whipped.
He just thought, oh, I'm an army boy, which that's what happens to you if you're an army boy in real life too. You could get put in your place. I don't PTSD or not.
Yeah. So you get a little bit of sense that okay, he's getting a little self-conscious, They lose him. They Zemo, Falcon, and Bucky go back to their little hideout. US Agent and Battlestar go there, and they're basically like, yo, we're taking Zemo. Then the Wakandans show up. And the bald-headed girls that were the guard of T'Challa, they show up in a pack, and they were like, "No, we taking Zemo." U.S. agent did the wrong thing. Even Bucky said, "Don't do it." And what did he do? He touched his shoulder, and boom! There's another fight scene, which is awesome.
That fight scene was hilarious.
Were awesome.
Shut down. Like he should just put on and shut it down on. Because that's all it was. They whipped. It was two chicks whipping 4 grown men's asses.
Yeah, and one of them is a super soldier.
Yeah.
So, and the cool thing was they did like a 5-finger death punch on Bucky's arm, and it just like fell off.
She was like, "Ha ha!" And then she took out. Well, I was gonna use a reference from my job because it's like a key thing. And
Oh, I
was
thought she
like,
just used her finger.
nah, she had a key thing, and she put
Okay.
it in, and that's why I said, and it was just a.
Yeah.
And he fell, and he was just like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you brought that with you?"
Mm. So this is another ego shot to U.S. Agent because he was like, "They're not even super soldiers."
You know,
and they
but you know
beat
what
me."
was more the ego shot? It wasn't because like the main chick that you see in the last episode when she's there wasn't even the one that did it to him. It was the side chick that she brought with her to fight, that she threw her staff, like the spear, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like, no shield, no nothing. You sit here.
Yeah.
And then let everything happen. He watched his man get beat up. He watched the other two that he clowned Falcon because Falcon, oh, you can't do anything. And Falcon's over there holding his own with Bucky. And he's just there like, oh, I can't move. Oh, I can't do nothing. And it just killed another blonde hair, blue eye ego.
Yeah.
That's on a very Hitler's.
Well, that's the whole take on it, to be honest. But yeah, they have that cool fight scene. It was a great, like, I just like seeing that because it really made it seem like I like the stature, like they're giving praise to like, all right, these are better fighters than these people. Just because you have powers or don't,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Falcon did not need none of that. Like, yes, later on, like we're about to get to, he has his wings.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, the guy was there. Like, he was running. It was just a super soldier serum that made Steve Rogers be able to run consistently faster.
Yeah.
But
and take some more hits and everything.
Was out here doing his shit.
Yeah.
He's been in the fight. That at the end of the day, it's what it said. Like he said, it's the three. It's wizards. What the hell was the other one? Wizards, aliens, and I forgot what was the last one.
Maybe like I don't know if it was super soldiers or superhumans or something like
some
that.
Shit like that. But he said it in the last episode.
Yeah.
And when you deal with the three of them, and then you have some punk ass kid trying to be Captain America, you ain't gonna respect them because Sam was looking at him dead ass like, nigga, I'll beat you up.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a fact. It's definitely a fact because you could just tell. And again, that's why I say I like these fight scenes because it made it. They're not making anyone too strong, but they're putting people in their rank.
They're not to be understood.
Yeah. So after this fight, U.S. Agent's kind of like again in his feelings, and Battlestar could see it. Like you see Battlestar like kind of something's going on with him. Like yo, chill out, kind of shit. So the main chick, the weird looking ginger lady, calls Falcon's sister because she finds out all the information and basically says, "Hey, let Falcon get a hold of Falcon, or if you don't let him know that, hey, meet me here or whatever, I can make your life bad or life for your kids bad." Like she did her real research. So Falcon's sister calls him. He goes in and says basically like she wants to meet me alone over here, and Bucky's like, "No, you're not going alone." And he didn't. Like I thought that he was gonna hide, but he was just like straight up, I'm coming with you.
Nah,
that was like a cool, like, you're my boy. I'm not gonna let you.
But that's the whole shit. Like that's one of the things about this show that it makes it great is everything that they do is a back and forth of like F you, I'm better than you, but not like it's like a friendly F you.
Yeah.
And then it came down to, she's threatening the family, and he's like, nah, I'm here.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna be like, no, you can't. It's just,
I'm
gonna pull up, we pull up, let's go.
Yeah. So they met up with the ginger lady, and basically it was a trick for her because U.S. Agent was following Falcon and them. And I think she knew it. I think she knew that was going to happen. So she's like, no, we're going to, I think they were trying to go after him. Hold on 1 second. We're going to pause this.
Yeah. It's funny. I was telling myself.
We're back. Okay.
And
that was a little
jumped in. Rest in peace to the God, one of the greatest fucking New York rappers ever.
Talk about DMX, people. If you don't know, now you know. But so anyway, where were we? So basically this girl wanted that. She was basically trying to kill him. She got her whole super crew of flag 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 smashers, super soldiers.
Mhm.
Zemo, is this before or after? No, this is after Zemo, right?
What?
I'm thinking, didn't Zemo stop? Oh yeah, let me go back. Let me go back. At the funeral, Zemo was there. They chased the flag smashers around, like when they had the little fight.
Mhm.
They have the super soldier serum there. Zemo is straight up shooting the main ginger lady, like pop, pop, pop,
Oh
decapitating
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
When
She
all right, yeah.
she drops all the super soldier serum.
This is around the fight of the first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zemo catches a shield to the fucking jaw, which I was
Basically.
amazed. Yo, that shit was like pink. He was
He
done.
fell asleep, but he ate it in his own right.
Yeah, he
Like,
didn't have a mark or nothing. US agent sees that Zemo was stepping all over. Like Zemo wants
the
that
super
gone.
serum. He don't care about the super
Yeah,
serum.
he wants it
nah,
gone.
yeah.
So he stopped on every one of them except for one. And knowing the comic books, I know when Super Soldier's US agent came in, he saw the one vial of the Super Soldier serum, put it in his pocket,
And you already know.
and you already know what he's gonna do. Now, I thought he was gonna share it with Battlestar because I think in the comic books, Battlestar has powers too. But he didn't.
I was saying that in my head, like real quick, like I mean, we're gonna get to it, but
Yeah, I
that scene when it happens,
yeah,
I was just like, you should have you cried about people dying.
Yeah.
That you would say
I'm gonna get up to that
let's
because
go into it.
because let me just, there was a scene a little after that, him and Battlestar was like at a restaurant or whatever, and he asked Battlestar straight up, like, if you could take the serum, would you? And Battlestar was like, hell yeah, like no problem. I thought they're like, yo, if I got it and my friend was just like, you take it, yo, let's take it
We
together
share
kind of
drugs
shit.
over here. I mean.
So exactly, who doesn't share the drugs?
Like,
So anyway, we fast forward to what I was saying. So the ginger calls them over. Falcon and Soldier meet them there, and then U.S. Agent and Battlestar follow them, and that's what they wanted. So now they're ready to mess them all up, right? Problem is, Battlestar doesn't have powers, so they had this fight scene. U.S. Agent looks like he's getting his ass whooped,
yeah,
but
they saw
his
it great.
powers,
They definitely saw it great.
his powers, either start activating or he just knows how he's starting to learn that he has powers and like using them. But Battlestar, his boy, gets separated. So Falcon and Soldier, they're doing their shit. They're whipping some ass. They have a good fight scene going on. They're all taking care of their own. They're doing little battles together. Battlestar comes in and helps them out, sort of, kinda. And then U.S. Agent comes in, helps him out, sort of, kinda.
Battlestar doesn't really help.
Well, he jumps in, but then one of the flag smashers.
He gets taken to the side and gets tied up.
Yeah, no, but he goes into the big battle.
He does go in. No, he goes into
saying.
the battle, but he don't do nothing.
He don't do nothing, but he tries to do something. And what he gets what? Was it a drop kick or an uppercut to the fucking solar plexus?
Shit, I think it was a uppercut. He falls. They take him. They tie him up.
No, I'm talking about after that when he breaks his shit when he dies.
No, he got drop kicked then. He got like straight drop kicked.
He got drop kicked in the solar plexus and slammed into a wall, and already just blood comes out his mouth and he's done. U.S. Agent sees this and has a super soldier rage fit, right? Because once the flag smashers see that, oh shit, we just killed this guy, they all split up. U.S. Agent goes after one of them and says, where is she? Meaning the ginger. And in a public place, like a fountain in the middle of the town.
That's what the episode called.
This is what happens. He takes the shield and just smashes. Yeah, that's the episode called The World is Watching. Everyone tapes him, and it's kind of supposed to be one of those things where he's wearing the Captain America suit. He has a Captain America shield, and he just blatantly, ragefully kills somebody with the shield, and that's why you see the blood on the shield.
No explanation, no nothing.
And then he just stands there and just watches everyone record him. Falcon and Soldier come up like, ah, shit. I was hoping that would whip his ass real quick.
Well,
Like,
that would
you're
be
a
the
villain
end.
now.
No, we're gonna get into it in the next episode.
But that's
But that's pretty much the end of it.
yeah, that's
was the
kind of the
end.
end. But it
Yeah.
was kind of cool because again, to see that and just to see like now he's the bad guy,
Mhm.
and that is a good cliffhanger for the next episode to see like they have to take the shield away.
That's how
And
we got everything.
They have to
So
put him
there
in jail.
are 6 episodes, like you said, then, and
Yeah.
we got the episode. But how I'm gonna say this. All right, because I was trying to think of the right way to say this in the last fucking like 3 minutes. Do you not realize within this whole show why they pushed it back?
It was supposed to be first, but I'm
Just
trying to
think
think.
about how the show is and what it's about,
Yeah.
and realize that around the time that it was supposed to drop,
Yeah.
with the flag smashers, with
George
what he's
Floyd
doing,
and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like because that's literally what I realized. Like as I watched the show consistently,
And it
I was like,
just
oh, I know why y'all waited for everything to die down,
yeah.
and not saying that is a negative. I'm not
No,
saying that's
it was a
negative
smart
at all.
move because everyone probably would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Overly emotional.
Yeah.
Yes, overly emotional. Love the show, but that's why they pushed it back, and WandaVision went first because it was just this touches on certain points.
Yeah.
Even when they went to Baltimore,
Yeah.
and it was them harassing Falcon over Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It hits those key things.
Oh yeah, and it would have touched the nerve, but they did. I think perfect timing, and I think WandaVision was better to put out first anyway.
No, it was because honestly, it's still at this point, like I'm not sure about how the streaming views are now. I know at a certain, I think it was episode 1
Yeah.
of Falcon
Wanda?
Soldier
Oh, Falcon.
that it blew past Mandalorian and WandaVision.
Okay.
But I'll go off of our viewing and how we've built and everything, and people I've talked to about the shit. I've gotten more reaction through social media and just consistently everything off of WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah. Because
Falcon Soldier is generic in
Yes.
a way.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's and I think we called it though because
Mhm.
it's like the thing about WandaVision is that it was what the fuck is going on. You're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And this one is like you kind of know what's going
You
on.
already you
know
can
what I'm
see it.
saying? Like
You can
it's
see the writing on the wall. Like
yeah,
you already seen this guy and the other with his partner
yeah,
being suspect. Like if you ever watch a cop movie where it's like the bad cop, good cops,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's one
Yeah.
of those type
Like,
of shits.
You
Yeah.
could read the situation for what it is, but at the same time, I'm saying, is it the best show ever? No. Is it a good show? Yeah. I think the action's
No,
good.
if
I
you don't
like,
think it's good, you're fucking out your
Yeah,
mind because
like-
it's good.
like even with the thing I think I saw a meme today about saying how Disney's coming up with unthinkable trios.
Okay.
So WandaVision, you had Cho, Spectrum, and the white girl with the big
Darcy, yeah, that's
Yeah.
my bitch.
and then it was like it's Zemo, Falcon, and Winter, where it's just kind of like it is kind of a cool trio because they even joked about Zemo doing this thing where I think he was gonna argue with Winter Soldier, and Falcon's like, "Don't let him do this to you. He's gonna do his little head tilt thing, and then
Yeah,
he kind
yeah,
of
they
like
did
straighten
that
out
in the
his head,
show.
like, oh shit."
Yeah, that was hilarious. He was like, "No, you gotta let him manipulate you, and you gotta do the head tilt." And when he started doing the head tilt, he was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Like they made like this is one of the and I get it. If you're a DC fan, listen, broody, anger, whatever the like caveman ish, whatever. I could go more into it, but I'm not gonna do it. I get it. Marvel, oh, they're cartoony, they're kitty, they did it. Marvel ain't that cartoony, ain't that kitty. I'm a believer of you don't need to be graphic to be adult.
You don't have to say in like I'll give you an example, a Teen Titans live action show, and to make
say
Robin
curse word.
cool, say fuck
Nah,
that man.
but the thing is,
So
it's not
everyone can go, he says fuck that.
But the
man,"
thing is like saying the F word is not even that. It's the blood. we watched the last episode where Agent, well, not Carter, the the
Yeah,
chick that's
Agent
with it.
Carter.
Oh, she's Carter. All right,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
She blasting, doing all these cool things. We didn't see blood splattering everywhere.
yeah.
You
It
know,
doesn't need to
nobody's head's
be,
gonna.
yeah,
You don't need that. That's something that you get programmed in your head.
yeah.
And this is an argument that I've been having with wrestling fans.
What?
It's a program in your head that is not believable because you need blood.
Yeah,
It's believable if it you just see it in a certain way, if it's shot right.
yeah.
Um
No,
So-
I agree with you because
Yeah.
even think about what we'll say this one. Really, this is probably the only blood you see in the show.
no, you
besides
see
a little
blood,
here and
but
there.
you see little things. and
Yeah,
it's, like,
it's
to
not like
end
when he
blood.
was doing
Yeah.
that with this whole scene.
You wasn't watching
It
him
wasn't
popping
like-
them. Yeah.
It was just like you know what he's doing, and again, it wasn't super graphic. They didn't
Mhm.
go into he's doing his chest or his neck or whatever. It's like you get it. There's blood over here.
Yeah.
He has blood on, like, if you look at the scene of the shot, they
Beautiful.
did it perfectly where
Beautiful.
the last like part of it was the end that had the blood, where it was
It
kind of
just
like it took
shows.
a while
It's
for
amazing.
him to put the actual whole thing up. So it looked clean. And then when you put it all the way up, you're like, oh damn, he
You-
went in.
But you
You
gotta
know?
understand that. But that's the thing. Like, it's the times. Like, there's that group of people that I want to see it all, and then there's a group of people that it's not even saying that we don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Some of us want to see it. Some of us want to not. We don't need to see it. Like, in a way, like, I know what's happening.
Mhm.
If you don't show me it, it's not bad.
Yeah.
If depending on what the show is, the movie is, the thing is.
Yeah.
Like, if
It-
you're considered horror, R-rated,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be graphic, show me. If you're semi whatever, like you're team based,
Yeah.
you want to keep it semi cordial, show me this.
Yeah.
I don't get mad at it. I don't need, and it's coming from me, honestly, which is
Mhm.
fucking hilarious how I grew up. And this is where I'll say another RIP to X. We grew up in the era where you would go to the store like a Sam Goody, because I'm gonna use Sam Goody as an example because that was one of the most popular ones. And you could go and you could buy the censor to uncensor. It didn't matter. You know when that shit mattered, honestly, and not a lot of people will notice, is when you would buy Eminem's albums, depending on which one you would get, you might get a different song. If you bought the Marshall Mathers LP censored,
Mhm.
you were getting a non-Kim version of a song, but there was a song on the song that replaced it is the song that he's Mr. Garrison in a South Park type of thing, which is an uncensored version out there. If you bought the uncensored version, you got Kim. That's what it is. Like, it's one of those things where it's like the lesser of two evils. Like, it could be really, really bad, or it could be semi-bad.
Well,
Because he was still talking about shrooms and all of that in one song, but they were censoring it.
see the thing
The
about,
other song, he killed his fucking baby moms.
the thing I would say, like, is consistency with me. Like, talk about shows, or if you're gonna do this, you would call a universe or whatever of movies and TV shows, like, again, DC, Marvel are doing it. It's consistency. Marvel's been consistent. They haven't been, and this is the problem with DC I have, is people want Batman to be dark, brooding, realistic, like Nolan's Batman with Keith, what's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Keith Ledger's Joker, where it's he didn't fall in the vat of toxic way. He cut his face. Like, that's great, but consistent, because when Zack Snyder made Man of Steel, it was dark for Superman, but everyone complained it was dark for Superman. But then you want a dark Batman.
But
So
that's
when
what
you-
gets me confused.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
The consistency. Like, you can't have a brighter than bright movie of a super, if you want Superman where he's just like, ha ha ha, like, have a great day, sir, and all this shit, and not make him a human being-esque. Like, if you don't like Man of Steel and you're a DC person, you're fucking retarded.
But
But let me just I'll
alright.
break it down real quick. But this is kind of like the consistency is what has the problem. That's why DC, the universe, movie universe, and TV universe fails, because you have not only just the movies where you want Superman's too dark, Batman's too light, then you have this clusterfuck in the middle of dude bro fucking
Basically.
Aquaman, and then
Horrible Aquaman, by the way.
Flash that's weird and quirky, and then you have this and this, and you're trying to put all these weird fucking feelings
Different
together.
emotions. Yeah.
And then you have a live action Teen Titans show that's supposed to be really fucking dark, but then you have the Flash show, which is WB and light, just like everything from WB is lighthearted. When you're inconsistent and nobody knows how the fuck to feel about anything, that's why you fucking fail. At least Marvel is saying, hey, this is what it is. We'll stay here. And, and that's the only reason why I would say, like, I understand now is going to be a little bit harder, and I'm going to see how they do it, because Deadpool needs to be rated R.
Deadpool's going to be rated R. They already confirmed it.
Blade, I heard, is only PG-13, and Blade should be rated R.
Blade should be rated R, but you could get away with it because, listen, biting on a neck is not R-rated.
It's the blood. It's the blood.
Just the amount of blood, and maybe not even the amount of blood. R-rated truly is a concept of nudity and cursing.
Yeah, but if you think about the original Blade, and there's blood too.
No, it's not. It's not blood.
Yes, it is, violence. Because the original Blades were rated R. He didn't curse all that much. He cursed like probably twice.
No.
And there was no nudity.
I agree with it. There was nudity in the first one.
There was no nudity in the Blades.
I feel like there was nudity in the first. There was nudity in one of the Blades. I know there was.
There was no nudity. It's a lot of blood though, and that's why it was rated R.
And I'm gonna come back at you with that.
Okay, there's a lot of blood though.
That's one of the issues, like, because they say, like, if you have a PG-13 movie, you could curse a certain amount of times. You could say a certain amount of shit. So you could say fuck a certain amount of times. You could say shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can get away with certain things. So that's a fine thing. Like, I'm not even, because I don't feel like going into it, because I'd rather have that whole discussion another time. Basically what I was just trying to say is the fact that
DC sucks.
The gist of it is that DC sucks. Like, oh, Superman broke somebody's neck. The fucking whole Justice League decapitated a man.
Yo, they killed the guy 3 times before he went into the fucking portal.
Like, the guy had no chance of living at any point in time once they got mad.
Oh, that was fucking funny. Yeah. To see that, but he was just like, that had to be slow motion, like 3 fatality.
But God forbid, because the same director did the same movie, snaps a neck in front of fucking a woman and the children that he was trying to save.
And they explain it. He explained it. Zod said, there's no prison that could hold me. I will never give up. I'm going to destroy everything you love. So basically a guy who has the power of Superman is basically saying, I'm never going to give up. And you already know there's not a jail that can hold me. So what are you going to do about it? And he was about to kill a whole line of people. Yep. And then he had to go. And then you have the fucking Superman like. Ah!
And listen. But, just for the quick, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you smart talk. Marks. He don't know nothing about no Red Sun. He don't know nothing about no Kryptonite. We've seen that already. Because I think Zack Snyder was like co-director of Batman. I just love shooting at this fucking crybaby guy. Oh, I make a movie where Superman's gonna literally fly into a green smoke after he got hurt by a green rock. Literally the dumbest you know what? Fuck y'all.
Yeah, let's go into what you were going to say.
So what I'm going to say is
get on the rant of DC. Fuck.
Listen, this universe here, this amazingness. This I don't get me wrong. I hate him as Captain America, and no homo. Steve Rogers, the guy who plays Cap, he fit that person, but he fits U.S. agent because all of us as fans dislike them naturally.
Yeah.
He had the natural heat.
Yeah.
So this episode fit him perfectly to do
Yeah.
what he had to do.
Yep.
He killed. He made it what it was. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that the only thing that angered me about this episode, out of everything, was the fact that after Zemo dipped out and he went through the sewers and they get to this part,
Yeah.
the Wakanda people disappeared, which I'm not too mad about because you know what? Right now, as going into Norm, we're getting a Black Panther 2. If you tell me Zemo's gonna be a co-villain or somewhat of a person in that movie,
That'd be good.
and
Good.
he disappears from the rest of the show, I'm fine with it. Why? Because they built up Zemo enough in this that he's still that protagonist, anti-villain,
Yeah.
and you know that he could be smart, person as a fighter, because
Yeah.
they didn't show that in Winter Soldier.
Yeah. No,
They
they
showed
didn't.
that in this, like how he could fight. They showed the levels of Zemo
Yeah.
in this show.
Yeah. And
So it's safe to say that he's probably, because they already killed off Killmonger. So in Claw, goddamn. So yeah,
they killed off.
So Black Panther is gonna figure it out, but at least you have him there in your back pocket if you need him.
Yeah. But overall, I think this episode is one of the better ones. I'm not sure. Maybe
It was probably maybe the
best one?
second best one.
I'm just trying to think. I gotta rethink about it, but I think this might be.
I like
my
the
best
second
one.
episode. I ain't gonna lie. It was either the second or the third episode that I really liked, and then I like this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the fight scenes were good and all.
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah. So we'll cut this one off. Sorry. Well, I'm not gonna say sorry.
Ain't
Enjoy
no
that
sorry.
fucking DC
I'm trying to
rant.
go play fucking PS5. Man. I'm gonna go play Avengers real quick. We still got a few more hours. A nigga got a day off tomorrow. I got my
Yeah, I don't know
Not
what
me.
you're saying. You got a few more hours, nigga. You about to be out within the hour. But anyway, have a good one. Like, subscribe, follow, and share, and
We out
comment everything. Even if you don't like our DC rants, I want a DC person to come after me. We could talk. I'll even have you on the podcast to explain to me why that's a better universe.
I want to educate a
Like,
DC.
Yeah,
like,
educated.
universe
I don't want a fair weather.
person,
I want
yeah.
an educated person.
Like be strong on your beliefs.
Yeah, because we're gonna attack you hard. It's
That flag
gonna be
come
hard.
up. The flag is half Stan Lee, half Marvel symbol.
So, peace out.